McCall who gets the catch. He's got patrol.
Hi everybody, welcome to SEC TV. We got a good one for you tonight. We have the White Bear Lake Bears taking on the Woodbury Royals. White Bear Lake's head coach by Ryan Bartlett and Woodbury Andrew Hill. It should be a good one here at White Bear Lake Stadium tonight between the Royals and the Bears. It's going to be a good, mid-40s game. You can't ask for better football weather tonight. And I'm all by myself tonight. Normally I'd be alongside Alex Westad. You can find me at Miller John P. We got a Metro East battle for you guys here tonight. If we get ready for those standings before we get into the game. We're going to take a look at those Metro East standings right there. You have Woodbury at 4-1 in the Metro East Conference, 4-3 overall. All their losses to top 15 teams, as well as White Bear Lake's 2-3 overall, 3-4, or 2-3 in conference, 3-4 overall. This is going to be a highly contested game tonight. The Metro East Conference is as stacked as ever before. As you see, Woodbury having a lot of success so far early on this season, and we're about to get ready for the kickoff here. White Bear Lake's kickoff team is already out there. There we go. Woodbury's ready to receive the kick, so White Bear Lake will be kicking this one off. And Woodbury will start on offense. There's Bryce Peters, leading rusher for White Bear Lake. The 2 games recorded this season, he's averaging over 6 yards per carry, almost 7, having a great season so far this year. And White Bear Lake's going to need him if they want to beat the top-seeded Royals in the Metro East. So it looks like Deshaun Hoyer will be back to receive the kick for Woodbury. And we're underway. Little squib kick here, and Hoyer will let this one bounce. He'll pick it up at around the 10-yard line, bring it down towards the sideline, and Woodbury's going to start this one out at around the 16. So Woodbury's getting ready to start the first possession of the game on offense. The last time these two teams played, Woodbury won 33-15 last year on October 5th, so a little over a year ago. So Woodbury's back, and they're gonna go empty split set here. And this will be the Cole Smutney with the handoff here for Woodbury. So looks like Smutney will get a gain of about 4 there. So 2nd and 3, gain of 7 on that last play. Go I formation for Woodbury. 2 wide receivers split out here on the near side, and they're going to hand this one off to Smutney, and he's going to be near the first down marker. Let's see if we got it. Looks like the ref's going to give him just pass for a gain of about 4. So it's 2 straight handoffs to Smutney here to get things going for the Royals. Normally Brock Reinhardt would be the Royals running back. Reiner, however, is not out there. Charlie Wilson is the quarterback. They'll bring out Wenzel. So they'll hand this one off again to Smutney, and he's going to find the edge. And he's going to get this one for a gain of about 5. So Woodbury's riding Smutney early on here tonight. So it's going to set up about a 2nd and 4 here at the 35-yard line. Woodbury showing lots of different formations tonight. Looks like they'll go the offset I formation here. Wilson will go under center. 2 wide receivers split out on the far side. They'll pitch one this off. It's going to be a reverse flea flicker. And they're going to throw this one. Smutney is open, and he just misses it on a pass from Wilson. Great play design right there for Woodbury. Unfortunately, they're not able to connect. Just out of the reach of Smutney there, leaking out of the backfield after the reverse flea flicker. Quite the play design there for Woodbury, taking out all the stops, trying to get something going to start the game. That was on, I'll make 3rd and 4, so that was on 2nd and 4. Only 4 yards needed, so they need to get it around the 38-yard line of Woodbury, of their own territory. So Wilson will be in the shotgun. You have Wenzel right behind him. We have 3 wide receivers split out on the far side. And Wilson's going to scramble out to his right. And he's going to take this one himself, and he's got some yards. He's going to get past the sticks. Looks like it'll be a gain of about 7. Get tackled out around the 42-yard line of White Bear Lake. Or Woodbury, excuse me. So we 1st and 10 from the 42. After that run from Wilson, Wilson knew he was going to take that one all the way. So Woodbury gaining momentum early. They're not getting big plays, but they're getting first downs. This looks like Wilson will be in the shotgun. Be 2 wide receivers split out. He's going to motion a man over. That's Bramlett, and he's going to hand this. He's going to run this one himself, and he's got the edge. He's got the sideline, and it looks like he's going to take this one into the end zone. That's Wilson on a run of about 58 yards. Wilson just takes that one himself for the touchdown, and he puts Woodbury over White Bear Lake 6-0, and we're going to wait the extra point. See the replay right here. He fakes the handoff, sees the hole himself, and he just takes this one out down the sideline. Poor tackling there by White Bear Lake, and he goes all the way down 58 yards for a score. So White Bear Lake did have their chance to stop him, but Wilson is not a small kid. Wilson, 6 foot, 293-pound quarterback. We're going to get a penalty here. It looks like it's going to be on the defense. So I'll put them half the distance to the goal. So they're going to move this a yard up. And it looks like they're going to go for 2. Trusting their offense over the kicking game, trying to get, they got only a yard to go. You got to like the odds that they're playing right here. So the offense is back out on the field. Wilson's coming out, and they're going to go for 2. So it'll be Wilson in the shotgun, or a little pistol formation. 2 running backs in the backfield and kind of like a pistol eye formation. Motion over a wide receiver, and they're going to do a straight snap, and that one goes to Smutney, and Smutney gets in for the 2-point conversion. And Woodbury takes advantage of the miscue by the White Bear Lake special teams, put them a yard away from the end zone. They do a direct snap to Smutney, put them up 8-0. Nice play right there. He barely got touched. So a 58-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Wilson. They get the 2-point conversion by Smutney. Smutney and Wilson have a lot of success on that first drive. White Bear Lake had no answers for him. This looks like we're getting ready to kick this one away. That's Devin Paddleford set to kick this one off. Back for White Bear Lake. Looks like we'll have Malik Moulton set to receive this one. Looks like they kind of disguise him behind another returner right here. Nonetheless, Paddleford's going to kick this one off lefty style. And he gives that one a boot to about the 10-yard line. And it's going to be returned. And he's got a hole. He's going to be tackled down around the 22-yard line of White Bear Lake. So White Bear Lake will have 1st and 10 from the 22. So that was Spencer Oxton on the return. So White Bear Lake needs to answer back here. They're going to hand this one off. That one's going to be to Zaleski, the running back. Zaleski with a gain of about 1 there, so it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Bears. Brandon Burwald, the junior quarterback for White Bear Lake, trying to answer back after a quick score from White Bear Lake, because we're only about 3 minutes into the first quarter. Burwald fumbles the snap, and it looks like Woodbury's recovered. In a very unfortunate series of events right there. Burwald never got his handle on the snap. And Woodbury's going to have good field position here with the ball down around the White Bear Lake 23-yard line. Well, just under 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Let's see, just the fumbled snap right there. Looks like that one was recovered by number 93, Puce Cora. And they're going to hand this one off, and they're going to put it up the middle. Looks like Woodbury handed that one off to number 55. That's the linebacker, Parker Thies, listed as an offensive lineman. He gets a gain of about 5, so it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the White Bear Lake 18-yard line. Woodbury getting chunks on the ground. Looks like they're going to go single back formation. 4 wide receivers split out wide. Wilson's going to take this one for a quarterback sneak up the middle for a gain of about 4. So only about a yard to go on 3rd and 1. Wilson seeing something there where he's just going to ride the center, blocking him up front. So direct snap handoffs. Looks like the D tackles were playing a little wide. So Wilson takes that one himself after scoring the 58-yard touchdown earlier. He's got to be riding high. This is likely 4-down territory for Woodbury here. Single back formation, and he's going to pitch it out, and they're going to fumble it, and that one's going to be picked up by White Bear Lake. Let's see if it went out of bounds. Might have gone out of bounds. A referee went down on that one. Looks like he might have hurt something. Hopefully he's all right. Nobody's made a call yet here, but Woodbury's offense is getting towards their sideline. And the refs are going to confer here. I think they're going to give this one to White Bear Lake. It looked like they might have got it just in bounds. Not 100% sure, but from this angle, that's what it looked like. But that is on the far side of the field. And they're going to call 4th down. Looks like the ball went out of bounds, so Woodbury's going to have another shot at this one. Let's see it here, just the pitch, the missed pitch there by running back Wenzel. And it looks like he was out of bounds there. Unfortunately, it looks like that leg hit right as he hit the white line, right as he went there. And the ref goes down in a heap. So it's going to be about 4th and 4 from the 16-yard line. Wilson's got his offense in the I formation. 2 wide receivers split out wide. They're going to motion the tight end over. It looks like we're going to get a timeout from Woodbury. Going to need another chance to rethink this 4th and 4. Woodbury looking to put some more points up on the board to go up by 2 scores. 58-yard touchdown earlier by Wilson, and then a penalty by White Bear Lake on the extra point. Made Woodbury rethink it, and they went for the 2 and they converted it. So Woodbury's already ready. They're going to line up on this one. Looks like they're going to be shotgun formation for Wilson. He's got two running backs split out on both sides. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. 4th and 4. This is a big defensive stand here for the Bears. Wilson's going to fake the handoff, take this one himself up the middle. He's going to be close. Looks like he didn't get it. Maybe he did. That second push might have got him over. It's going to be close. We'll see what it is. Looks like it's going to be. So it's going to be first down Bears. Huge defensive stop by White Bear Lake. So White Bear Lake did have a turnover on their own side of the field. Woodbury had a chance to put this one up by 2 scores, but a 4th down stop on 4th and 4 gives White Bear the ball back here. So White Bear Lake, they fumbled on their first possession of the game. Botched center quarterback exchange by quarterback Brandon Burwald. Between him and center Mason Fike, excuse me. So Burwald being the under center here. Gonna fake the handoff, and they're gonna go deep here, and that's to Dominic Kittleson, and that's incomplete. Very underthrown ball there by Burwald. Kittleson, quite the, I think that's Sammy Russ actually. Russ, 6'5", 170-pound receiver. So we're getting a handoff here, and they got some momentum, but it's not going to be much. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Bears, and after the big defensive stand, they're going to have to complete a long down and distance here to get a first down. Looks like that was a handoff to Bryce Peters. Peters coming in motion, getting the handoff there. Looks like he had a full head of steam, reached out there, still only a gain of about 3. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Looks like we'll get a pistol formation. 4 wide receiver set, 3 here on the near side. Burwald with the hard count. Looks like he's looking to scramble himself, but Woodbury's defense is swarming. He's going to have to just throw this one towards the sideline, and that one's caught. He had 2 wide receivers right there, and that was Andrew Tlusty. Tlusty with a nice grab, keeping the feet in bounds. See this one here. It looked like Burwald was just going to have to throw this one away. He throws it near the sideline. He had 2 wide receivers there, and he just flings it. Tlusty comes down with the catch at the 32-yard line. So pistol eye, 4 wide receivers set. They're going to fake the handoff, and Burwald's going to take this one himself, and nothing going there from the get-go. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. 2nd and 13 coming up their own 29-yard line for White Bear Lake. So besides that big pass, nothing really going. This White Bear Lake offense, they faked the handoff, and the defender was already in the backfield. That was Woodbury. That was Tyler Christensen. Makes the nice tackle from a running Burwald. So Burwald being the pistol formation here. They're going to hand it off. Looks like they got a hole, and that's Cam Zaleski. Zaleski's going to get a gain of about 4 yards, 3.5-ish. So it's going to be third and 6 here. Burwald's going to go under center from this one. They're going to fake the handoff, and Woodbury sniffed that one out. That's going to be a sack by Woodbury. That's Jack Bungarden. Bungarden in the backfield right away after the fake handoff by Burwald. And he's in there for his first sack of the night. Let's see this one. So they fake the handoff. Bungarden wasn't fooled on that one, and he gets the sack. So White Bear Lake will have to punt 2 straight offensive possessions. You got a fumble and then nothing going on this one. Woodbury flying around the ball on defense tonight. This is a nice high punt here. And that one's fumbled, and White Bear Lake's going to have a chance at it. And they still got the ground. Looks like White Bear Lake's going to pick this one up. We'll see who's got it. Got to wait for the call from the ref. White Bear Lake's got it. So a huge miss by Woodbury there is going to give new life to White Bear Lake and their best field position of the night at the Woodbury 25-yard line. See this one? Looks like that one was fumbled there. And the ball just squirts out, rolls around. That's Cole Smutney. There's a nice punt by White Bear Lake. Smutney trying to read that one. Looks like he never got a good sight of it. Fumbles it away. So Burwald and the White Bear Lake offense will come back out, looking to put some points on the board and answer back to Woodbury. So Burwald will do a little reverse here, and the ball eventually find nothing going. That's Bryce Peters. Took the end around there. They like to start him in a little flanker position and motion him over a lot on offense. You'll see this one, a little reverse action there, and that one was from Tlusty to Peters, and that one was just sniffed out by Woodbury. This will be second and about 12 from the 27-yard line of Woodbury. Once again, they hand this one off to Tlusty, and Tlusty gets smoked after a gain of about 3.
Number 20, Andrew Tlusty, Mary Gilbert.
See this one, Tlusty will take the handoff here, a little pitch after the fake handoff, and he just gets roped down. Nice tackle there from Woodbury. That was Joe Frommelt. Frommelt, 6'1", 189-pound senior, defensive back. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 for White Bear Lake after getting the turnover. So Burwald looked to air this one out, and that one is just overthrown. Looks like that pass was intended for Tlusty. Looks like he might have had Sammy Russ open there. Russ isn't really happy about that one. So it looks like White Bear Lake's gonna go for it here on 4th and 9. That pass just overthrown there. by Burwald. So 4 wide receiver set here for Burwald. He tries the hard count. Doesn't get anything going, and it looks like they're going to call a timeout on offense for White Bear Lake. Looking to rethink this 4th and 9. There's Ryan Bartlett, the head coach of White Bear Lake. Wants to think this one over. Woodbury with 8-0 lead. So after the missed punt, White Bear Lake unable to do anything on offense, and they have 4th and 9 on the Woodbury 24-yard line. Got to take advantage of mistakes if you want to beat the Metro East leading Woodbury Royals. And here's the previous 10 meetings between these two squads. As you can see, Woodbury routed White Bear Lake last year, and then the year before they shut them out. It's been a lot of Woodbury here the last 4 years. White Bear Lake hasn't won since 2014 between these two teams. Here we go, 4th and 9. Burwald will be in the pistol formation. One running back. He's got 4 wide receivers. It looks like he's going to think about taking this one himself. He throws that one out to his wide receiver. Looks like that one was Russ, and it's just behind Russ. So White Bear Lake unable to convert on 4th and 9. Woodbury's going to take this one over at the 24-yard line with 2 minutes to go left in the first quarter. Just a little Tavares Jackson jump pass there by Burwald. Throws it behind Russ. So Woodbury will go under center here, and they're going to look to throw this one. It's a wide receiver screen, and that one's going to go for a gain of about 2 or 3. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Royals. That pass was out to Cole Heather. They had it set up, but nothing going there on the pass from Wilson. Just a nice little screen. Blockers were out in front. Nice, pursuit by the White Bear Lake defense. They're going to need another stop here after the offense has failed to put up points to answer back to Woodbury. So after a nice big 4th down stop on their own last defensive possession, they'll have to stop them here again. So fake handoff once again, and Wilson's going to take this one up the middle, and he's got a hole, and nobody's going to catch him, folks. That's going to be a 73-yard run for a touchdown, and that's going to put Woodbury up 14-0 over White Bear Lake. So Wilson with the 2 touchdowns of the game. He had a 58-yard run earlier. Now he's got a 73-yard run on this one. That's when he just fakes the handoff on the replay there. He finds the hole, and nobody was there in the middle of the defense for White Bear Lake. Boys, this kid is fast. The extra point's going to be good there by Scott Hansen, backup quarterback there. So 15-0, Woodbury over White Bear Lake, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet, folks. White Bear Lake's got to figure something out on offense. Wilson coming into the game, 5 games recorded, 29 of 48, 380 yards, 2 touchdowns. But folks, he could do it on the ground as well. As you can see, he's already got a 73-yard touchdown and a 58-yard run. He's got 131 yards rushing just on 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's impressive. And Wilson came into the game, 480 yards rushing with 489 yards, averaging 5.8 yards per carry in 7 games this year. 3 touchdowns on the ground. He's already got 2 tonight, so folks, he could match his season total here tonight with another touchdown run for the rushing. So Woodbury will kick this one away. White Bear Lake needed a spark. Hopefully they'll look to get good field position here. this one's booted. Looks like White Bear Lake will take this one around the 10-yard line. And they got a hole up the middle, and they're going to get this one down to around the 29-yard line, so not a bad return there from Jeff Oddington. Oddington kind of had trouble catching that one, but once he did, he got a full head of steam, found the hole, gets it up to the 29. Nice second extra effort there to get the extra yardage. So it looks like he's going to be down around the 28. With a minute 13 left in the first quarter. Burwald looking to lead his team to the end zone. So he's going to hand this one off, and Woodbury's already in the backfield once the handoff happened. So White Bear Lake's offensive line just getting manhandled early. Looks like that was Pew Sikora once again, the 6'4", 260-pound defensive lineman. Just shedding the offensive lineman in the backfield. The offensive lineman had no chance on that one. So Burwald will be under center. One wide receiver split out to the far side. And he's going to hand this one off up the middle. He's got some space. It's going to be Bryce Peters, senior running back, 5'10", 175 pounds. Gets a gain almost to the first down marker. He's going to get to the 1. We're almost at the end of the first. We'll see if White Bear Lake can get another play off, or otherwise they're going to swap the end of the field. Looks like Burwald's going to take a quarterback sneak here, and looks like he got enough. Looks like he got a gain of about 3 yards on that one, just past the 40. So a gain of about 2.
Burwald with the quarterback keeper across the 40-yard line.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. White Bear Lake's got the ball, and they're at their own 40-yard line, looking to answer back to Woodbury's 2 touchdown rushes here today. They did miss the last 4th down on the Woodbury side of the ball after a fumble by Woodbury. So they had their chance to score, and then the quarterback for Woodbury, Wilson, rushed that one back. Well, and that'll be it for the first quarter from SEC. We have Woodbury up 15-0 over the Bears. And we're back here for the second quarter. Burwald's going to hand this one off, and this one's going to go up the middle for a nice gain here by White Bear Lake. That's Zaleski just manhandling the White Bear Lake defenders, dragging them for a couple yards, gets a first down rush right there. And White Bear Lake's going to be on the Woodbury side of the field at the 43-yard line. So they're 43 yards away, and they need to answer back as soon as possible here and get this one close. So you see the replay there, Zaleski carrying the defenders, breaking the tackles. Somebody's been hitting the squat rack. We're getting another half. This one's going to be a handoff to Zaleski. Looks like he's going to get no gain here.
Handoff to number 9, Zaleski. Second down.
It's going to set up 2nd and 10. So about 10:50 left to go here in the first half. And they're going to do a little jet sweep here. Get things going. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 8 here, and that one was by Bryce Peters. Nice little pitch there to Peters. They like to motion him out from that flanker spot, get him some momentum going. Gets down to around the 36-yard line. So big third down here for White Bear Lake. So Burwald be under center. And hand that one off. Looks like it's gonna be right at the marker here. So Hancock does get the first down. So White Bear Lake picks up a much-needed first down on Woodbury's side of the field. He set up at around the 33, so 33 yards to get in the end zone for White Bear Lake. Absolutely needing a touchdown here after going down 15-0 on two Woodbury Wilson touchdowns. With a pistol formation, they're going to look to pass, and that one's going to be out to Russ, and Russ is going to get near the first down markers. He's going to look like it's a gain of about 9. Sammy Russ, just a big boy, 6'5", 170 pounds. Got to imagine they like to throw to him. So Russ staying in bounds. Instead of running that one out, picks up another extra yard, gets his offense that much closer to the sticks. It's Burwald under center, get a man going. Once again, Zaleski's gonna get the handoff. He's gonna be near the first down marker. Looks like he might get it here.
Third down.
See the handoff there to Zaleski. He's trying to power his way through, and he doesn't get the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and short here for the Bears. So Burwald will have 2 running backs in the backfield. Hancock and Zaleski. He's going to hand this one out to Zaleski. Zaleski gets tripped up, but he still gets the first down. It's a gain of about 2. So White Bear Lake gets another first down. They're going to be around the 22 of Woodbury. 8 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Hancock comes off. Russ comes on. There's lots of different formations here for White Bear Lake. A pistol formation. Looks like I throw this one to Russ. Looks like that one's gonna be caught for a gain of about 5 or 6 here. So it'll be 3rd and 4. Excuse me, 2nd and 5. Burwald under center. Russ split out on the far side, and they hand this one off to a guy who's got a full head of steam. That's Peters. Peters gets past the first down. Looks like it's a gain of about 9. Gets another White Bear Lake first down, so White Bear Lake is now inside the 10. 8 yards to go to answer back to Woodbury. So Russ is going to be on the far side. Only wide receiver out there. Zaleski in the backfield. And they'll hand this one out to Zaleski, and he's going to find the end zone. Zaleski's got an 8-yard run on 1st and goal from the 8. Gets the first touchdown of the night for the Bears. Let's take a look at this replay here. Just a huge hole created by the blockers up front. Zaleski practically walked that one in. So when the Bears needed to answer back, they did exactly that. 8-yard run by Zaleski cuts the lead to 9. We'll see if they can make it a one-possession game here with the extra point. And that one is good, folks. So we're down by 8 points here for the Bears. That's Jeff Ottomton with the extra point, just absolutely booting that one through.
Football would like to thank the following sponsors: East Cafe, Wilkerson Chocolate, and White Bear Educational Foundation.
And here's some key stats coming into this game, and the stats recorded. White Bear Lake's averaging 66 rushing yards per game, and they're only allowing 18 points per game, and then Woodbury's averaging 248 yards per game. As you can see, they get that big play as Wilson's had 2 touchdowns of over 50 yards rushing, and that's the quarterback. You know, they only average 80 yards passing. This is a run-heavy team, but they're allowing 20 points a game. But as you know, they're 4-1 at the top of the Metro East, 4-3 overall, and they're looking like they're that tonight. So we'll get this one underway. Ottomton's going to kick this one off from the far side hash here. So 15-7, we're under 7 minutes here in the second quarter. White Bear Lake down 15-0, answer back with an 8-yard Zelensky run to cut this to a one-possession game. And there's going to be a little squib kick here, and Woodbury's going to get it. And they're going to be at around the 34-yard line. Looks like that one was picked up by Christensen, the linebacker there. Always a dangerous little pooch kick right there. Anything can happen, and that's why White Bear Lake likely did it. So Woodbury's going to come out, coming off a 73-yard Wilson run for a touchdown on their last possession. Wilson's going to line in the pistol. 4 wide receivers split out wide. Wilson's going to fake the handoff, and looks like he's going to air this one out deep, and he's got a man, and he just overthrows him. That one was a close one, but that one was out to Drew Bramlett. Bramlett had the middle seam, just overthrown by Wilson. So after all that running, they finally set up a pass play, and they get a man, but just a little bit overthrown. And Wilson just airs that one out deep, and it's about 4 yards over his receiver's head. So be 2nd and 10 for the Royals. Wilson once again will take this one himself, and he's going to have space, and he's up the sideline. He's going to get past the first down and a little more. Looks like he's going to get a gain of about 13 right there. Bramlett with a nice block, and Wilson gets a nice 13-yard rush, and White Bear Lake is yet to have an answer for him on defense when he's rushing the ball. Nice block there by Wenzel. Opens up the outside for Wilson, and he hits the edge, and he gets past the first down and more. Sort of a offset eye, 2 wide receivers on the near side here for the Royals. Wilson's going to go through the air. Pressure's going to be there. He has a man once again, and he throws it over his head just a little too much once again. That pass was intended for Lochner. Wilson is going to be dreaming about those last 2 misses tonight because he had his men wide open for touchdowns. They're past the defenders, and he just got a little too giddy and overthrows them. As you see a nice play action. He steps up in the pocket, and he just overthrows his man. Lochner gets his fingertips on it, but unfortunately is unable to reel it in. And Wilson's going to take this one again. He finds the edge, and he's going to get a gain of about 10. And it looks like Wilson's going to do this all day, folks. Wilson picks up another first down for the Royals. And White Bear Lake's got to figure out a way to answer that and answer quick. So nice blocking up front. Every single Woodbury offensive lineman executing their blocks on that one. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 43 of White Bear Lake for Woodbury. Wilson's going to go on the pistol, 4 wide receivers. He's going to hand this one off. He finally gives it, and another broken tackle, and White Bear Lake's having trouble wrangling these Royals down tonight. Wenzel gets a gain. Nice little gain there, past the sticks. Let's take a look at this one. They finally hand it off to Wenzel, and Wenzel finds the hole, and White Bear Lake just can't wrangle him down. So we get another handoff here, and this one will go to Wenzel, and he's got a hole once again. He'll get a gain of about 8 down to around the 22-yard line of White Bear Lake. So 2nd and 2. So we're at about 4:25 here in the second quarter. Pistol formation, 4 wide receivers once again for Wilson. And he'll hand this one off again, and they'll get the first down and a little more. Gain of about 4 for Woodbury. So they'll be around the 18-yard line of White Bear Lake. So after an answer back by White Bear Lake, their defense is not manning up right now. Woodbury is getting close to scoring again. So once again, this White Bear Lake's going to need a stop in their own territory. Wilson will go under center this time, still 4 wide receivers. And the hard count draws the defensive line off, but they get back. Wilson takes a snap here, and he's still on his feet. And he's still going. And he's going to get a gain of about 7. So Woodbury not afraid to go up the gut. As you can see right here, just great job blocking up front. This Woodbury offensive line is just manhandling White Bear Lake today. He's 2nd and about 3 from the 11-yard line. Wilson and the Royals having a lot of success tonight. So they're going to go shotgun here, 3 wide receivers split out here on the near side. And they're going to fake the handoff, and Wilson's going to take this one himself. And when it looks like he's going to be stopped for a gain of only a couple, he gets that and more. Looks like he'll be tackled around the 5-yard line. Be 1st and goal from the 5, so only 5 yards to get in the end zone for the Royals, looking to make this a 2-possession lead here going into the half. And this Wilson, the White Bear Lake's got to figure out a way to stop him. So what's so tough is when you have a quarterback who can just run up the middle after you run, a little spread offense. So Wilson's going to have an I formation here. Got Smutney in the backfield, being led by Parker Thies. And they give it to Thies, and he gets in the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown run. And they're going to go up 21-7 over the Royals. So 3 rushing touchdowns here today for the Royals, give them the 21-7 lead, and we still have the extra point to go. So White Bear Lake unable to stop Woodbury from just running up the gut, just smash mouth football on a spread offense. They run it from the eye, the spread, the pistol, and the extra point, and that one's going to be good. And Woodbury's going to go up 22-7. We're under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. White Bear Lake's going to need to answer back here. So nice possession there by Woodbury. They go about 65 yards on that possession, and they take it down within 2 minutes. Nice long drive there for Woodbury, just playing smash mouth, run it up the gut football. So White Bear Lake gonna need to do something. Haven't had much success through the air, although they do have big wide receiver Sammy Russ, number 6. Let's see if they get good field position once again. They started out on the 29 last time when they got their touchdown drive. Looks like it's going to be Odomton and Peters ready to receive the kick. Kicker for Woodbury once again, it's going to be Paddleford. So Paddleford try to boot this one away. Drum line going for Woodbury here. Band's killing it. And Paddleford's going to boot this one away. And that's going to be a tough one to return. That one's gone by Odomton. And Odomton's got some space here. He's going. He's going to be past the 45 down to around the 47-yard line of White Bear Lake. So with under 2 minutes to go, 1:46, White Bear Lake's going to have to go about 53 yards to get into the end zone. So great return by Odomton here. Runs it all the way to the other side of the field, finds the hole. Good blocking up front by the kick return team. So Burwald's going to be in the pistol. He's going to have Zaleski behind him. 4 wide receivers set. He's going to hand this one out to Zaleski. Zaleski's going to have to break a tackle here, and he does not. He's going to get a loss of about 1 yard. So it's going to be second and 11 here, and White Bear Lake's going to have to hurry up. They still have 2 timeouts, but we're down within 1:30. They're going to go hurry up offense. So Burwald, 3 wide receivers on the far side. And he's going to air this one out. He's got a man. And did he pin it? Looks like he did. That's Russ. Not 100% sure he caught it. He definitely pinned it. Heck of a job there by Russ to corral that one in. So Woodbury's White Bear Lake's inside Woodbury territory. They're going to hand this one off. Be around the 41-yard line, and that's going to be a first down. That's going to stop the clock with 59 seconds left. As I said, White Bear Lake has 2 timeouts. Clock is running now. Ref's going to get the ball on the ground. Burwald's got the offense ready to go. 4 wide receivers continually. Zaleski in the backfield. Burwald looks like he's staring down Russ, and he's got to throw this one away. Looks like he might have got out of the pocket. Got out of the pocket right there. Nice play by Burwald to be aware he had to throw that one away. So 40 seconds left here to go for the Bears. 2 timeouts still, so they have plenty of time to go 41 yards to maybe even get field goal position or even a touchdown. And it looked like Burwald, no matter what, was looking at Sammy Russ there. He didn't look at another receiver. He's got to go to somebody else if Russ isn't there. So Russ will be here on the near side. He's going to air this one out, and he's got a man. And they're going to get the first down. Near the first down, looks like it's a gain of about 9, so the clock's going to run. And Coach Bartlett's going to call a timeout. So we're under 30 seconds left, 28 to be exact. White Bear Lake is driving. It's a nice job by Burwald. He finds Peters here. Peters kind of does it himself. You got to make your playmakers, make some plays. Peters makes a nice move. So first down stops the clock, but it doesn't stop the clock for long. So 30, they put a couple seconds left on the clock. They got up to 30 seconds, so an extra second added to the clock. 3rd and 1 here for the Bears. So coming up at halftime, we got a coach's corner with head coach Ryan Bartlett. That interview conducted by very own Alex Westhead. It's always good. We get a pass here, and that one's going to get a man. And they're going to be inside the 10 and around the 7-yard line. Looks like that was a pass to Nate LaRoche. Alex is not in that interview, but a nice play. Nice play there by White Bear Lake. Gets them inside the 5, 21 seconds left, 1 timeout. They only need to go 7 yards. So a nice answer back here by White Bear Lake, regardless if they get in the end zone. Sure, call the timeout here. So Woodbury called the timeout. Need to corral the defense and get a huge stop right here. So White Bear Lake looking to cut this down to a 1-possession game. But it also gives White Bear Lake time to regroup, so we'll see if Coach Bartlett and the Bears can answer back here, because they're going to need to keep scoring because they have not been able to stop Woodbury today. Woodbury, number 12th ranked team in the 6A standings. Here we go. White Bear Lake's going to try to put this one in the end zone. They're going to have 4 tries. So Burwald's in the pistol. Russ here on the near side. He's looking at Russ, his little back shoulder fade. He had him. A little nice little play right there. Looked like shades of Aaron Rodgers throwing to Devontae Adams. And that'll be a touchdown for White Bear Lake. A 7-yard pass to Russ from Burwald. Burwald, nice little job right there. Defender played a little back. Russ does the rest and he gets into the end zone. So heck of a job by White Bear Lake to answer back here. They need the extra point to cut this one to a 1-possession game, and they absolutely do that on that boomer of an extra point by Jeff Ottomton. Ottomton's got quite the leg here. So we're going to have about 17 seconds left. We'll get a kick and probably run the clock out before we go to halftime. And when you got a 6'5" wide receiver, you got to use him, right? That was really set up by a play from Burwald to Nate LaRoche. Gets them down at the 7-yard line. A huge pass after a timeout. 3rd and 1. There's White Bear Lake's schedule. It started off with a huge win against Anoka, and then they lost to Moundsview. Moundsview is ranked number 8 in 6A. And then they beat Stillwater, and then they lost to a very good Cretan team, a very good Eastridge team. And then they beat Roseville, who's last place in the Metro East. And then they lost to a very good Lakeville North. It's always tough. So really all their losses are against very solid teams. So this is a solid White Bear Lake team, and they're looking to come back and answer back to Woodbury, who's first in the Metro East. Woodbury, as I said earlier, number 12 in 6A. But any given Wednesday or Friday here, folks, as we got the Wednesday game for MEA break. It's a high booming kick. Be taken down around the 15, out to around the 29-yard line. 12 seconds left to go. We'll see what Woodbury does here, but they could bust one open at any time. Two huge touchdown runs by Wilson here. Wilson with a 73-yard run, as well as a 58-yard run for touchdowns. So they go 4 wide receivers. And Woodbury's going to throw this one out. Nothing going, and that's a pass out to Smutney. It's a gain of about 2. So 5 seconds left here for the Royals. So 8-point lead for Woodbury. So we're going to go into half here. We'll see what they're going to do. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. Wilson in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and that's the first time they've stopped him all night. And that'll do it before the half. Woodbury's going to go up 22-14. White Bear Lake's going to need to answer back here on Wednesday, October 16th. We'll go to break here, and we'll be back right before the beginning of the third quarter.
Un ataque cerebral puede ser fácil de detectar. Su ser querido no logra hablar o quizás no puede moverse, pero existe otro síntoma de ataque cerebral que muchos de nosotros no vemos. Se llama negligencia espacial y puede ocurrir durante o después de un ataque cerebral, causando movimientos visuales distorsionados. Afortunadamente, existe una solución que utiliza tecnología óptica basada en prismas durante la rehabilitación. Si usted o su ser querido experimenta un ataque cerebral, pregúntele a su doctor sobre la negligencia espacial. Encuentre más información en kesslerfoundation.org.
Millions of people who either physically or financially do not have access to health care are staggering.
We are volunteers. And I think that's part of what makes it beautiful is people come here with just a heart to serve and a heart to make a difference.
To open my eyes to these people who truly have no options and are helpless to do anything for their condition. People who have been told no their whole lives can finally be told yes. It's life-changing.
The skills you can develop in the Army National Guard can give you an edge in the high-tech job market of tomorrow. The Guard offers career training to take advantage of your interests in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Gain practical experience with emerging technology and equipment that you can transfer to an exciting new field. Get a head start on your career while serving part-time and earning money to pay for college. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn about all of the STEM career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard.
Chiru has no choice. She and millions like her must walk miles every day for dirty water. But together, we can end their walk by providing clean water close by. Instead of spending hours walking to get water that makes them sick, girls can be in a classroom that expands their minds, and moms will gain back time to care for their families. Sons and daughters can grow up strong, finally free of sicknesses caused by dirty water. At World Vision, care about clean water runs deep. deep enough to reach one new person with clean water every 10 seconds. Because every child, every person, everywhere deserves clean water and the chance to rise to their full potential. It's true. When you just add water, you change a life. Learn more at worldvision.org.
Oh no, what happened?
Dave.
Oh, I got this. Hey, kiddo.
Dad.
It's good. Try.
I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. We don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
Well, I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
Let's hear it for our senior dance line dancer.
Welcome back to SEC Senior Night here at White Bear Lake, where Woodbury is winning 22-14 over White Bear Lake. White Bear Lake scoring right before the half, and we have an all-new edition of Coach's Corner for you guys here today. A couple weeks ago, we caught up with White Bear Lake head coach Ryan Bartlett.
Started out as an offensive coordinator at Irondale High School. I was that for 3 years, 4 years. Did a couple positions before that. Went to Armstrong High School for 3 years, and then applied here and got the job here. So that was this is my 8th year, and yeah, Irondale, Armstrong, then White Bear Lake.
Go!
I think my experience in high school football was really fun, and then a couple of my buddies got a job as freshman coaches in college, so I tagged along with them, and I just knew from the first time I did it, it's something I just wanted to do. I loved it as much as anything I'd done. Playing sports, coaching was like the same for me. So just from the first time I did it, I was kind of hooked. Yeah, so I got diagnosed, found out in March of 2018, and then I did my last treatment in October of 18, and so I'm in remission. Have been since my 4th treatment. After my 4th treatment, they did a scan and it was gone. They continued with the last 8, and then I've been in remission, so I have 3 more scans I have to do, October, then April, then October. If I pass all those, then that'd be considered cancer-free. So, you know, last year during coaching, it was a lot. You know, I was doing chemotherapy, trying to coach with 3 kids. It was a lot. This year, I feel better than I felt in a long time. I think even 2 years ago during football, I was pretty sick, and I just didn't know it. And so this year's been like, you know, I'm not doing chemo. You know, the stuff's out of me, and so it's been a big change. You know, it's felt a lot better, a lot more energy, and just kind of have more passion. I think I just was sick for a long time, and the chemotherapy stuff is tough on your body. So yeah, feeling better, that's for sure. I can't explain to you how much support I got, just from teachers to players to community members. It was almost overwhelming. Like I almost wasn't super comfortable with getting that much help, and I couldn't even begin to describe how much we got. It meant a lot and made us feel like this is home. You know, this place is where we want to be, and the people they're unbelievable. It was I can't even explain how much it meant to us and the amount of work they did.
You never know. Loaded set with one receiver out to the left, up the middle, pushes through. He got it. White Bear Lake touchdown up the middle.
We had a group of seniors who had worked really hard. You know, and the 2 years before that when we didn't win, you know, we were a lot closer than people probably think. We had a bunch of games in there. We just didn't make a few plays. But, I mean, it was close. I mean, the year before, we could easily have been 2-0. And so we knew it was close. I think the kids knew it was closer than maybe it felt. So we weren't super surprised that we did better. We'd felt like we'd been doing some good things. We had a group, though, that was really, really big into the weight room and committed to that. They kind of set a tone, and we were never super panicked, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we felt like it was close. We were doing the right things. We kind of stuck with it, and the coaches stuck behind each other. The kids stuck behind the coaches. We stuck behind the players. So we kind of pulled ourselves out together, and last year was really fun.
Anderson drops back to Plants. Great protection. Throws up the middle. He got it. Great catch to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, White Bear Lake.
Every week, if you don't play good, you're going to lose. And the coaches in 6A will tell you that there's just no weeks off. And so, you know, Anoka didn't have a great year last year, but I mean, that's our week 1 opponent. They got some good talent. They're going to be good. I mean, if we don't play good, they'll beat us. I mean, it's just the way it is right now. Every week is tough. You don't show up, you know, you're going to be hurting. So we've really just focused on ourselves. We don't talk a lot about the other teams, and we feel like if we come ready to go, we'll be competitive every week. Last year we were big and strong up front. We have some big kids, but we got some speed. That would be the biggest thing that I would say is different. We got a variety of weapons. We got some tall receivers who can go get it, and then we got some speed. So we'll be different how we attack people, I think, at times, but we're probably balanced in the way we can run the ball more than last year. We needed some guys to step up. We only have 2 starters back, so we have some, you know, inexperience, but I think some guys have shown they could probably do it. Bryce Peters, he was an all-conference guy last year. Kick return, corner, running back, receiver. Will Lemire, our left tackle, he's got a really good chance to be an all-conference kid. Him and Bryce was all-conference last year. Offensively, those guys. Defensively, it starts inside with our 2D tackles, Dylan Larson and Mitch Landsberger. They get after it. They're physical kids. Brad Snook and Grant Knapp-Gatzik and Zach Kuyava all are back at linebacker. So that front, that interior 5 on defense is physical. And then we've supplemented with some pretty good speed on the outside. So yeah, we like our defense.
Well, we are back. What a great coach's corner there with White Bear Lake head coach Ryan Bartlett, who's leading this team back to its former glory, winning their first game in a couple years last year. So he's doing a terrific job. He's having this team competitive in the Metro East Conference. But folks, we're going to show you highlights of last year's game and what happened there. Things got started for Woodbury pretty quickly here. A 13-yard run from Andrew Kramer put 7-0 up on the board. Woodbury over White Bear Lake. Then White Bear Lake answers back. Zach Griebel gets a touchdown. 7-7 all. And then here's a big one, folks. A 94-yard kick return touchdown to start the second half for Woodbury. That's Kramer once again using that speed. Getting down for that 94-yard touchdown run. 14-7 Woodbury. And then a White Bear Lake punt snap goes over the head of the punter for a safety. 19-7 Woodbury. And then Woodbury, once again, Brock Reiner gets a 29-yard touchdown run. Nice little play right there. He'll just get that one on into the end zone. But White Bear Lake wasn't done scoring themselves. Here comes a 73-yard pass. This one by number 13, Kevin Boeing. Got a nice little catch right there. Does the rest himself. Deshaun Jackson like bomb. And then Woodbury puts this one away with a 2-yard run. Who else but today's hero so far, quarterback Charlie Wilson, gives Woodbury the 33-15 lead, and that would be the score. Woodbury over White Bear Lake 33-15, and folks, we're already 22-14, so it looks like we're gonna have a different ball game here today. White Bear Lake close to coming back. They scored before the half to cut this lead to 8. So we'll see what they can do in the second half here. But we're going to go to break. We still have some time before the start of the third quarter.
It's okay to be scared.
Hmm?
You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. At work or at play, you're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Oh, hey, she's cute. Nice going, man. Things are going great for you. You've earned a night out. Good drinks, good friends. Yeah, we can go ahead and call this a good night. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Not smart. Yeah, I saw that coming. Say goodbye to her. Ouch, that'll hurt your bank account. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. I hope you like eating frozen dinners. Alone. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it.
Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
145 over 92.
180 over 111.
182 over 100. And I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest. And then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent.
My memory is shot.
When I woke up, I couldn't speak.
I can't button up a shirt. I can't run. I've had to learn to swallow again. That's the only moments that I have. And I'm 33, so I never see this coming. If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Had I done this, had I done that, hell, I messed up.
Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Head to toe, everything's changed. Head to toe.
Welcome back, everybody, to White Bear Lake Stadium. It's October 16th, right before MEA break. Woodbury is taking on White Bear Lake at White Bear Lake Stadium. It's 22-14. White Bear Lake jumping out, or Woodbury jumping out to an early 15-0 lead over White Bear Lake. Let's show you the highlights here as quarterback Wilson starts this one off. He pulls the option out, and he gets a 58-yard run into the end zone. This guy can run, folks. That would put the Titans up early 7 just 6-0, and they would get the 2-point conversion to go up to 8. Oh yeah, the Royals, excuse me. And then Wilson gets a 73-yard run for the Royals. Puts them up 15-0. White Bear Lake would answer back. That'd be Zaleski. Gets an 8-yard touchdown run for White Bear Lake. And then Woodbury would score once again. This one would be to Thace. Big old fullback pounding her in from 5 yards out. And then White Bear Lake answers in right before the half. 7-yard pass. Gets Russ into the end zone. And that would be it, folks, before the half. Woodbury's up 22-14. And we got the band playing here for White Bear Lake, doing a heck of a job tonight. You can hear them throughout the game. So we'll see. Got about 2 minutes before the start of the third quarter, but see, Woodbury is looking to go 5-1 in conference, 5-3 overall. White Bear Lake looking to come back, go 3-3 in the Metro East Conference, and go 4-4 overall, looking to get back to 500. Woodbury's 4-3 overall as well, so not too much between these teams. This is Woodbury's schedule. As you can see, they lost to White Bear Lake, or they lost to Lakeville North, Eden Prairie, and Mounds View, all very good teams in Class 6A. So, they've beaten Stillwater, Cretin, Eastridge, and Roseville. I mean, Roseville's at the bottom of the Metro East, but those other 3 teams are not bad, especially Cretin, as well as Eastridge. I mean, Cretin and Eastridge are 2 great teams. Eastridge number 3 in Section 4-6A, as well as Stillwater's number 19. Eastridge number 13, Cretin Durham Hall number 16. So they've beaten some good teams this year. And this White Bear Lake team is no different. As you can see, White Bear Lake getting ready to huddle back here. That White Bear Lake's going to need to answer back here. They're going to need to get something going quickly as these teams will stretch. Coach Bartlett out there trying to get these guys going in the second half. Looks like that was all team, so we'll see what was said. Hopefully something can fire these guys up, continue to make a game of it. Great pass from Burwald to end the first half. Burwald threw it out to Sammy Russ. But the big gain set up by a pass to Nate LaRoche. See, Woodbury's getting ready to stretch up, looking to keep those legs fresh as they look to continue to assert their dominance on the ground in the second half. I mean, White Bear Lake, let's be honest, they had no answer for Woodbury's running attack. I mean, Wilson ran all over him. I mean, he had well over 150 yards rushing in that first half. And there's Wilson right there. He comes in. He's also thrown for 380 yards and 2 touchdowns. But folks, this kid can run it. See the crowd here. White Bear Lake showing up for senior night. Wilson on the ground this year, 84 attempts, 489 yards, and 3 touchdowns for Woodbury. Absolutely fantastic. As you can see, the flag's waving here at White Bear Lake. Patriotic right now. Current temp is 46 degrees. A little cloudy. 10 miles per hour winds to the northwest. That was at 8 p.m. We're still a minute 55 out from this one starting back up. And boy, this is a great game here on SEC TV, and if you're watching this live, you would know. Looks like Woodbury's shown up, not too far of a drive, just down 94. Royals looking to keep warm here tonight. A little chilly night, but winning always helps keep that warm up. So we're still about a minute out here, but it looks like they're going to start this one a little early. We're ready to go here, folks. Looks like Paddleford's going to be ready to kick this one off for Woodbury. Back to receive the kick for White Bear Lake is Bryce Peters and Jeff Odomton. And the refs are ready to put this one away. Got the team ready to go. Gonna give this one to Paddleford. Paddleford with a nice lime green tee there. Not sure if that helps kicking more, but he's had some decent kicks tonight. But on the last kick return by Odomton, it was a great return. He got it back to his own 48-yard line for about a return of 38 yards to set up that last White Bear Lake drive before the half. There's Paddleford. He keeps this one away from Odomton, and looks like that one's going to hit the pylon and stay in bounds. So it's not going to be a penalty, and it's going to hit the end zone here. Pylon still in the territory, or on the field of play. Oh, looks like it might have bounced before. Wow, you rarely see that, but we do here tonight. Ref had a better view of it than we did here. So White Bear Lake's going to start out with great field position here to start out the first drive of the second half, answering back in the first half to go only down by 8. And now they'll start here at the 35-yard line, looking to tie this ball game up. So it looks like head coach Hill for, awfully close there, folks. Awfully close. And Russ is going to be repositioned here on the far side. So it looks like it's going to be a handoff here to Zaleski, and Zaleski's going to have nothing going. It's going to be second and about 9 here for the Bears. See the handoff right here. Handoff to Zaleski. Great penetration. Once again, wreaking havoc for the Royals is Pew Sikora. The big old senior defensive lineman for Woodbury is wreaking havoc tonight. So Burwald will be in the shotgun. Russ here on the near side. And he's going to throw it out to Russ. Russ is going to have to come back, and he's got it. What an amazing catch there by Russ. It's a few underthrown passes tonight from Burwald that Russ has been able to catch. Russ caught the touchdown before the end of the first half to cut the lead down to a touchdown. Burwald is wide open. Looks like he could have found him in stride. He could have been, gone maybe, but he underthrows him. And nice readjustment there by Russ. You won't see a better catch than that, folks. So Burwald will be under center. He's going to throw it out to Peters, and Peters has nothing going. Looks like the tackle was by Smutney. Smutney, the two-way player, running back, linebacker. See here, Smutney just in the backfield right away. White Bear Lake really losing the battle of the trenches here tonight. So Burwald will be in the pistol. Russ on the far side. He's going to take this one himself up the middle, and he's got a hole. Looks like he's going to get a gain of about 5, 6. It's going to set up 3rd and 6. Third and 7 from 39 coming up for White Bear Lake. But they are already in Woodbury territory. Burwald will be in that pistol again. Zaleski in the backfield. Russ positioned on the near side. Only wide receiver out there right now. And he's looking for Russ, and he throws it. And Russ is some space, and he gets a couple extra yards past the first down marker. Looks like he's going to be down around the 26-yard line for a gain of 13. So White Bear Lake answering back here at the start of the third quarter. Already creeping near the end zone. The Bears looking to attack the Royals early here. Got to keep feeding Russ. When you have a 6'5" wide receiver, just got to feed him. Let him go up and get the ball. So White Bear Lake moving quick. Burwald will be under center. Zaleski in the backfield. Russ on the far side. This will be a handoff to Zaleski. And it looks like he's going to get a gain of about 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 6 from around the 22-yard line. So White Bear Lake moving the ball here just like they did at the end of the first half. So Burwald looks like he'll be in the pistol. Zaleski right behind him. Once again, Russ on the far side lined up. And penetration early. Burwald's going to throw this one away. Not sure if it's going to be intentional grounding. That was definitely a pass, so I don't know what's it going to be to confer here. The refs are going to discuss. This could be a penalty, but it's definitely an incomplete pass. Was he out of the pocket? Just an incomplete pass, so he was out of the pocket, or there was a receiver there in that territory. So no intentional grounding. Nice heads-up play by Burwald, and his team still in 3rd and 6. Pressure got immediately to him right there by Woodbury. Getting hit by 2 defenders. Christensen was in the backfield right away. So it's a couple good throwaways by Burwald tonight. And that's what you like to see out of your junior quarterback. Not a lot of guys, a lot of younger quarterbacks will take a sack right there. Not Burwald. He struggled in the passing game a little bit tonight. But he's playing smart. So Burwald will be in the pistol. Russ here on the near side. And he's looking towards Russ. Is going to do a quick hitter here. That's going to put him down at around the 20-yard line. Looks like that's going to be a first down, at the 15. It's a first down. Quick hitter from Russ. From Burwald. Burwald, not looking anywhere else, puts that right on the money. Gets his man the first down. Russ will come off the field. So you know this one will definitely go to Zaleski or Peters here. Or maybe even Hancock. Then Peters goes into the backfield being led by Hancock. They'll pitch it. Hancock's lead blocking out there. Peters has some room. And there's a flag thrown. It's in the position of holding. This one could be coming back. It'll be a killer penalty for White Bear Lake. It could set up a 1st and 20. And that the block in the back. And that's going to set this White Bear Lake offense back. It's absolutely killer. You're driving the ball. You're 15 yards away from the end zone. And now you're putting extra 10 yards. It's a spot foul. So it'll be down at the 21. This will be 1st and 16. So Burwald will be in the pistols. Zaleski right behind him. Russ is back in, and he's looking at Russ. Does a little double pump. He's got him. Oh, Russ had trouble finding that one. That was a nice pass. Everything was there for a White Bear Lake touchdown. Not too sure what happened there. Let's see. Burwald, does he put that one on the money? He does. You got to come up with that when you're that big of a receiver. That's right in the hands. It's be 2nd and 16. Take this one. Hand it off to Zaleski up the middle, and he's going to get no gain here. It's going to be 3rd and 16. We're under 8 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 20 minutes left to go in the game. So Burwald will be in the pistol. 4 wide receiver set. Looking at Coach Bartlett. Coach Bartlett signaling something in. Need to answer back here. Safety's playing close. They're going to come with the blitz. Nothing going there. Pressure got to Burwald. He completely overthrows his man. That's going to be 4th and 16 at the 21. Not sure what you call here. You're a little far for field goal in the high school game. It'd be a 38-yarder. As you can see, Woodbury just dialing up the pressure. 2 unblocked men there for Woodbury. Just a great call by the defensive coordinator for Woodbury. So we're going to get a 38-yard field goal attempt. This will be by Odomton. Odomton does have quite the leg. High snap. Odomton kicks it, and that one's going to be no good. No good from 38 yards. So a once promising drive gets inside the 15 and ends up with 0 points for this White Bear Lake offense. So White Bear Lake was moving the ball like they did at the end of the first half, and a block in the back penalty absolutely killed it. And then an overthrown pass just slightly from Burwald to Russ. Could have been an easy 6. Burwald's had a little trouble throwing the ball away today, or throwing the ball in general today. So Woodbury's offense will take over. Wilson, who has 2 rushing touchdowns on the game, over 50 yards apiece, will lead this offense back out here. And Wilson, once again, will take this himself. He's got a man blocking. He's going to find the edge, but not too much after that. He's going to get a gain of about 2. So one of the better defensive plays by White Bear Lake, stopping that rushing attack for Woodbury. So Wilson takes this one himself. He's got the blockers out in front. Just great pursuit there by the White Bear Lake defense. And they get the stop of only about 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 22. Wilson will line up in the pistol. 3 wide receivers set on the near side, 1 on the far side. Wilson will take the snap, and he's going to take this one himself. And he's got a hole, and he's going to get way past the first down. Looks like he's going to be near the 37, so it's going to be a gain of about... Looks like there's some laundry on the field, and this one's going to be coming back. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can see the penalty. Oh, there's a huge hit right there. Looks like that was Josh Simon absolutely demolishing the White Bear Lake player. Looks like he hit him a little high, a little blindside block. And they've kind of taken that block out of the game. Players love making hits like that, but that's a hit you can't make anymore. So it could have been a 15-yard gain. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. You'll see the blindside block just right here. I don't know if that wasn't even blindside. That defender very easily could have made that play, so I think it was just a little high. I think he just went just a little high on that block. Because it looked like the White Bear Lake defender could have easily made that tackle. So maybe if he just blocks him a little lower, it's not a penalty. So instead of a gain of 15, it's now 2nd and 15 after the penalty. Woodbury continuing to show that offensive rush attack, and they'll go 3 wide receivers on the far side in the shotgun. And they're going to do a little reverse here, a reverse to the short side of the field. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 1. So nice job by White Bear Lake. But when you run to the short side of the field, defenders don't really have very far to pursue. This is going to be 3rd and 13 here for the Royals. Wilson's going to line up in the shotgun. A wide receiver, 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 on the near side. Running back to his left. And he's going to roll out to the left. He just throws this one out to the far side, out to Smutney, and that's going to be no gain. And a nice stop defensive stand there by White Bear Lake's going to get the Bears offense the ball back. So it looked like it was like a little QB option there. Quarterback can run it, quarterback can throw it. He decides to throw it at the last second when he knew he couldn't run it. So here comes the punt. Bears backing around the 50 to receive it. It's Bryce Peters. And we're going to flag here, so this one can be pushed back a little bit, and it will be. This one's on the Royals, so they're probably going to have to punt it near the end zone, if not in the end zone, right in the end zone. So killer penalty there for Woodbury. Peters will be set up at around the 45 of Woodbury territory. So White Bear Lake's gonna have good field position on this one. Not too far of a punt. It'll be out around the 41, it looks like, and that's where White Bear Lake will have it. So White Bear Lake's offense got inside the 15 of Woodbury on the last drive, and they weren't able to capitalize on that one. There's Woodbury's head coach. It's Andrew Hill. He's got his team out to a 22-14 lead with 4:29 left to go in the 3rd quarter. So we're a little over 16 minutes of play here left in this one. Burwald will be under center. He's going to pitch this one out, and he's got a man who's got some room. And there's a flag on the play, folks. Looks like this one's going to be coming back. Holding on the Bears. It's going to push them back 10 yards. It's going to be 1st and 20. Brutal penalty from White Bear Lake. Let's see if we can see the hold here. I don't know where the hold was. So it looks like if the hold came, it was on the, it had no impact on the run, so an absolutely brutal penalty for White Bear Lake. So it'll be 1st and looks like over 20. 1st and about 24 from their own 45. So White Bear Lake has some work to do to pick up this 1st down. Burwald will be under center here. We'll hand this one off to Zaleski. Zaleski's going to get a gain of about 3, 4. Makes it pretty obviously when you run in the middle, you're going to have to pass it here on 2nd down. I mean, you got 20 yards to go to pick up the first down. So Russ is here on the near side. Defender playing him pretty close. Burwald's looking for Russ. Russ has got his man beat, but great underthrown ball. Great defense by Woodbury. That's Isaiah Walters, the defensive back for Woodbury, smacking that one out of there. Russ lost a shoe on that one. So once again, Burwald with another poorly thrown ball. Forces Russ to kind of stop and try to come back to get it. It's about as close to pass interference as you can get without having it called. So Burwald trying the hard count, 3rd and 20 here. We're almost at 3 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Burwald, they're gonna have a little screen set up, and this one's for Russ, and he's got room. And he's down at around near the 37-yard line, so it's gonna be 4th and about 5 here for the Bears. 4th and 6. They need to get to the 31. So beautiful play design there. Gets a huge gain. And White Bear Lake's going to go for it here. I think it's the right call. So Burwald's in the pistol. Russ is on the near side. And they're going to bomb this one. That one was completely nowhere near being completed. So 4th and 6, they try for it all. And they don't come anywhere near getting that one completed. As you can see, Burwald here just throws that one up there. And that one's almost picked off. So Woodbury will take turnover on downs. They're the 37-yard line, their own 37-yard line. So Woodbury will have it at 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to go one of their heavier formations we've seen them in. Wilson's going to hand it off here to Smutney. Smutney's got nothing going. He's going to be tackled for a gain of about 1. This is going to be 2nd and 9 for the Royals. So Woodbury looking to eat that clock, put some more points on the board. Formation here for the Royals. There'll be handoff here to the fullback for a gain of about 2. That was to Theis. Theis had a touchdown earlier in this game. Here we go, 3rd and about 7. And Wilson's going to take it himself, and he's got it. He's got the first down and more, and he's still going. So he's gonna get it, first down, 5 more yards. Not to mention he's in White Bear Lake territory. So once again, White Bear Lake having trouble stopping Wilson when he's running the ball. So Wilson takes this one again, and he's got a hole. He's got a first down and more. So he's going to get a gain of about 13 or 14 yards-ish. And White Bear Lake continues to show that they cannot stop Wilson when he's running it on the ground.
That is the end of the third quarter. Woodbury football.
All right, folks, and that's the fourth quarter. White Bear Lake needs to answer back here, down by 8. And that's all.
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I'm right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're back, and there's a fumble. And Wilson will pick it up, and he'll get a positive gain out of this. And looks like that could have been a late hit there, but it is not.
Wilson runs to the Royals. Second down.
So it'll be about second and about 7 here from 31. There's a handoff here. They're going to find the edge. That's Smutney. He's going to get near the first down. Man, this kid's got some strong legs. Here's a replay here. Smutney getting the edge. First and 10, and Wilson's going to take this one up the gut himself. Get a gain of about 5 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 5 down near the 19-yard line of White Bear Lake. So here we go. Wilson will be in the shotgun. Running back to his right and left. He's going to hand this one off to Smutney again. Smutney's got a hole. And he's going to hit it. He's going to be inside the 10-yard line, down near the 8. So it'll be 1st and goal for Woodbury.
First and goal for the Royals from the 7-yard line.
So here we go. Well, it looks like Wilson will line up under center, 3 running back backfield, 2 wide receivers split out wide. We're under 10 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Woodbury looking to kind of put this one away as they can get in the end zone. Smutney is going to get hit in the backfield. Might get a gain of about 1. We'll see the play here. Great defensive penetration there by White Bear Lake, disrupting that play, forcing him to take a deeper angle than he would have liked to there for Smutney. Here we go. That'll be the handoff, and Wilson once again will take it himself. And they just have had no answer for him all night. 2nd and 7, and he takes this one in from 2nd and goal from the 7, excuse me. So Wilson gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. That matches as many rushing touchdowns as he's had all year. Oh, nice little fake handoff, kind of deceives everybody. Wilson showing off tonight, folks. This kid can run the ball. The extra point's good. And Woodbury's going to go 29-14. And White Bear Lake absolutely has to answer back right here, or else this one's pretty much going to get out of hand. Woodbury can run the clock out. Folks, we want to remind you, you can always follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at SCC TV, and Twitter is at SCC TV Sports. You can follow us on all the latest, games where we are at. We'll be tweeting where we're at all times, as well as you can follow me at Miller John P. And YouTube, we have all our games posted. This game will be posted, although it's live. It'll be up the next coming days. Petalverd is going to kick this one away. And the refs conversing there near the end zone. So you make it a false start here. Refs weren't ready. They were conversing in the end zone before this. I don't know if they were ever really set up. Here we go, it's a little squib kick up the middle. And he'll go pretty much nowhere after he picks it up. Maybe about 5 more yards. Looks like he'll be down around the 36, so that's where White Bear Lake will have it. Folks, they need to answer back as quick as possible. For a team that's struggled through the air, they're gonna have to throw it. See a nice little squib kick, and then it's picked up, throws the defender aside. Those are some man yards right there, although we didn't get very far. That's what you like to see. So here we go, 1st and 10. from the 39-yard line. Burwald will be hand that one off, and that one gets nowhere, and White Bear Lake's got to hurry it up. Burwald's going to go no huddle. He gets the play. He's got Zaleski in the backfield. Be a pistol. They got 3 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Russ is all the way on the far side, and he's going to look for Russ. Nothing there. He's going to throw it over the middle. And once again, a pass way behind his receiver is going to fall incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 11 here for the Bears. Bears, this is 4-down territory for them. It's this drive or nothing. .824 left to go. There's a pass, nothing going. Great coverage by Woodbury deep on the field, and he had a man just completely overthrew him. Needed a little lob there. But he did have Peters there leaking out. He just completely overthrows him. Peters not very happy. If Burwald throws that on the money, Peters is gone. You'll see him roll out here, scrambles a little bit, and he just completely overthrows him. So Burwald, lots of trouble passing tonight, and that's kind of been the kryptonite for the Bears. So they're going to punt this one away. They're going to fake it, and they got the room. He's going to be bent near the first down marker, and he's got it. It's a gain of about 12. Jeff Ottomton, nice return, kick return at the end of the first half, and now he hits the fake punt. So White Bear Lake gets new life as they try to come back, play the Royals. A heck of a game between these two so far. Burwald is going to throw it. He's got a man there. Nice pass from Burwald, and that's going to pick up about 7. That one was out to Tlusty. They're going to huddle up here. Precious clock time's ticking down, but they're not in the huddle for long. So we need about 3. They're into Woodbury territory at the 43-yard line. So Burwald tries the hard snap. And it looks like there's going to be pass interference. Incomplete pass, doesn't matter because there's pass interference. Defender completely shoved down the White Bear Lake receiver. Shoved down Peters. Peters was trying to do a seam up the middle of the field, and he just got decked.
Woodbury.
Well, they call it holding. It's going to be a first down. Almost a nice catch there by Russ.
It's an automatic Woodbury. First down.
So that one's going to move up to the 31-yard line. And White Bear Lake needs to punch this one in. They do still have 3 timeouts, so the sooner they score, the better. Since their defense has not had any success really stopping the Woodbury offense. Wilson has run all over them tonight. 3 rushing touchdown. Last one was about 5 yards. So Burwald. Looks like we're getting a false start here by White Bear Lake. Kind of saw it. Getting a little jumpy, a little excited. There's Coach Bartlett there. trying to lead his team to a comeback victory over the #1 team in the Metro East in Woodbury. So Burwald will go under center. And they'll hand this one off to Peters. Peters has some room, but he's going to get a gain. Get a little second effort there. Let's watch this one. Peters takes this one. And he looks like he's going to get tackled, but then he just keeps going. Heck of an effort there from Peters. 2nd and 5. We're under about 6:30 left to go. We're going to get a timeout. Officials timeout. Looks like he's checking for blood. And here we go. They're going to look this one. He's got a man. That one falls incomplete. So Burwald trying to go to Tlusty. Peters, excuse me. Peters just should have kept running. Instead, he tried to come back for the ball when it was still about 5 yards past him. 3rd and 5 for the Bears. Hand this one off, and they're not going to get much there. It's going to be 4th down and 4. So this is it for the Bears. Game's riding on this one. And that went off right up the middle, and there's nothing but blue around. So we're under 6 minutes. And White Bear Lake absolutely has to score on this drive. They need to complete this set of downs. So we're going to get a timeout here by Woodbury, not liking what they see on defense. Most critical down of the game. As White Bear Lake has to complete this, or else this one pretty much is wrapped up, and Woodbury can rush this one out because they've not been able to stop Wilson. The White Bear Lake defense has not. And there's our volunteers. They always do a heck of a job here at SCC TV. So if you're somebody, who's looking to learn to run some camera, likes to shoot sports games, or whether you're just a parent who wants to get in on the action, you can always call the number listed on the screen or email Arlen Becker at arlen@scctv.org. Always a great time here at SCC with our wonderful volunteers here. We wouldn't be here without them. There's the band. They've been playing a great job all night. You can feel it in my feet. So here we go. 4th and 5 for the Bears. For pretty much the ball game. Burwald's going to be in the pistol. And he's going to roll out. He's got his man, and it's going to be a touchdown there by Peters. Peters, a 27-yard catch and score. Gets White Bear Lake back in the game with 5:38 left to go, and they still have 3 timeouts. So after the timeout, Burwald finds his man. Peters gets past 2 defenders in the middle of the field, and then he's got nothing but daylight, and he gets into the end zone for a 27-yard catch and score. So it hasn't been pretty at times for Burwald tonight, but he makes a play when it matters the most. Cuts this lead to 8. So the White Bear Lake defense is going to have to absolutely step up here, and they're going to have to stop this Royal rushing attack, which they haven't been able to do pretty much the whole game. Can they stop quarterback Wilson? Charlie Wilson having a day for the Royals. 3 rushing touchdowns. Last drive, it capped it off with a rushing touchdown as well. He had a 58-yard rushing touchdown to start the game and a 73-yard rushing touchdown after that. His 3 rushing touchdowns tonight matches his 3 rushing touchdowns he had coming into the game. So he's got 6 rushing touchdowns on the ground so far this year. Came into this game with a little under 500 yards rushing, and it's felt like he's had almost that today. I mean, he's got to have almost 200 well over 200 yards rushing today. The Royals have not been able to stop him. So here comes the kick. Jeff Ottomton is going to boot this one for a fair catch by Woodbury. Nice job there. Very heads-up move by Joe Fromelt. Fromelt fair catches that one at 32. So here we go. Woodbury's offense is coming on the field. White Bear Lake's defense has 3 timeouts. We have 5:38 left to go here at White Bear Lake Field. And a great Metro East matchup. White Bear Lake maybe sitting near the bottom of the Metro East, but they're only really 1 game back overall from Woodbury. Both these teams really only losing to some of the best teams in the state so far this year. And there goes Wilson. Can they stop him? They do. Gets a gain of about 2. Out to about the 34-yard line of Woodbury. So it'd be about 2nd and 8 from the 34. So you can see nice pressure there. At times, White Bear Lake's defense looks super fast, and then at times they just haven't been able to fill in the gaps, and Wilson's been able to run all over them. Some mammoth offensive lineman there for Woodbury has been very, pretty much the unsung heroes tonight. So here's Wilson. He's going to fake the handoff, and they're going to look to pass, and it looks like he's going to get tackled for a huge loss. That's going to be a loss of about 2. So a 2-yard loss on that one. Looked like Wilson was gonna pass. Pressure got there, then he looked to run, nowhere to run. And the White Bear Lake defense coming up big. It's gonna set up a 3rd and 10 here for Woodbury. So the biggest play so far for this White Bear Lake defense. To force Woodbury to go a 3 and out after you cut the lead to 8 would be huge. Wilson's in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers, and they're going to look to pass. Wilson's going to look to run, and he's got room. Can they stop him? They can't. But there's a penalty. This one's going to come back no matter where he goes. It looks like it might have been holding there, and Woodbury knows it. So what could have been about a 50-yard run is holding on Woodbury, so that's going to be huge. Instead of a 1st down inside the 25 of White Bear Lake, it's now going to be about 3rd and 20. So Wilson's putting on a clinic today. Despite this one coming back, this kid's had a day. So White Bear Lake coming up big. Looks like they're gonna get the ball back here with under 4 minutes left to go. Gotta imagine that Woodbury's just gonna run this one up the gut and then rely on their defense. The last drive, we didn't really talk about the fake punt and how big of a deal that was. An absolutely huge play by Ottomton. Get an athlete for a punter, and that's fantastic. So here we go. 3rd and 22, 3:47 left to go. Wilson will take this one in the shotgun. He's going to have a hole, and he gets tackled for a loss. Nothing going. Big stop by the Bears. So the Royals are going to have to punt, and the Bears are going to have a shot to tie this one up. So White Bear Lake calls a timeout with 3:40 left to go. This is it. Can't ask for a better football game than this, folks. It's been great. Fans are a little worried. That guy sees the camera on him. Kind of wonder. Okay, so here we go. Looks like the White Bear Lake fans are a little nervous. Just a little bit. Coach Bartlett's talking to his squad, telling them to go. They're going to get the ball in great field range. Woodbury's going to punt it from the 18, so the punter will be a little deeper than that, probably near the 10-yard line, if not deeper. He's going to punt it from inside the 5. He's set up at around the 3. Peters is set up at around his own 45. Here we go. High punt, fantastic punt there from Woodbury. This one's going to bounce and it's going to roll. And this one's picked up by Peters. Not sure if that was the smartest of moves, but he gets tackled down around the 43. So White Bear Lake, 3:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. They need to go 57 yards to get into the end zone, and then they need a 2-point conversion to tie this one up. Both teams have 2 timeouts left to go. Everything's on the line in this one, folks. Metro East matchup, MEA break coming up, Wednesday night football. Here we go. Burwald capped out the last drive with a 27-yard touchdown pass to Peters. Peters motions to the left, and they're going to hand this one out to Zaleski. He gets a gain of about 2, so they're now at the 45-yard line. And White Bear Lake's got plenty of time right now to run their offense. Not get too worried yet. First down, stop the clock. So here we go. Burwald is going to pitch this one out to Peters. Peters gets tackled in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of about 1 yard. Or 2. It's going to be third and about 10 yards. From the 43, 2:35 left to go. Burwald in the pistol, 4 wide receiver set. He looks at his man, he's got a guy. And he's down at around near the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 14.
Number 3,
Rico Kirk, the 6'4" senior wide receiver. So nice play right there by Burwald, putting that where his man could get it. Tackled out at the 44. It looked like he got a little past that, but the ref called him out where, yes, he had a better angle than we did. A little blocked off here by the players near the field. So 2:23 left to go. That play only took about 7 seconds. So Burwald making plays when his offense needs him the most. Burwald in the pistol. He's got a man, he's got his tight end leaking out, and he's got his receiver. Oh! Incomplete pass. Russ has got to come up with those catches. He missed a touchdown earlier, and then that ball's right in his hands. This was a beautiful pass by Burwald. Watch this. Here's the replay. Russ has to come up with that. Let's see if Burwald can come back. They're going to keep feeding him. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for White Bear Lake. So White Bear Lake's done all they can to come back in this game. outplayed in almost every facet. They have a chance to tie this one up. Burwald making plays when he needs them. Nice hit there by Woodbury. And it was laid on by Donald West. 6'3", 215 pounds of muscle coming right at you. Burwald's going to go through the air. He's got room to run. And there he goes. There's going to be a holding play here. He picks up the first down. This one might be coming back. Ooh, this could be a killer to White Bear Lake. And it is. The offense is already walking back, so there's a holding. Let's see if we can pick up where it was. So Burwald seems to have all day to throw. Ooh, not sure that was the most holding there. Oof. Seems like it didn't seem too egregious to me.
Holding against the Bears remains third down.
So about 3rd and 21 here for the Bears. And there's pass interference, and that's going to give a first down to the Bears. Oh, brutal play right there for Woodbury. You have it pretty much sealed. You're not even nowhere near the first down marker. You get called for a pass interference. That's a play you can't make. Coach Andrew Hill is going to be livid with his defensive back. Pass interference here, and that's it. Refs conferred, get the call right. The refs have done a fantastic job here tonight, I think. Can't ask for a better officiating in a high school game. Still 3rd down, excuse me. So it's 3rd and 6. Nonetheless, it's a lot more manageable here for the Bears. They had 3rd and 20. Now they have 3rd and 6. Burwald in the shotgun. Russ here on the near side. Ball at the 40. And he's got a man. And that's Peters. Peters is going to corral that one and around the 27-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 13. Nice pass there. Burwald making the throws when he needs them. Nice pass there. Right in the hands of Peters. Peters with a nice 27-yard catch and score in the last drive. Can he come up big for White Bear right now? They need somebody. And here comes the screen. They tried to run that play earlier. They had a lot of success, but this one's snuffed out by White Bear Lake. Nonetheless, it's 2nd down. Minute 39 left to go. Watch this one. Great draw by Woodbury to stay in their lanes. And just a great hit there by Woodbury. He's running back. Smutney on a hit. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Minute 39 left to go. They're going to throw this one. He's got a man, and he just misses him. Just missed. Tlusty. So close, but yet so far away. 3rd down. Doesn't matter, it's 4-down territory here. See the pressure kind of gets. He had all day to throw, he just misses them. Very unfortunate there. Burwald's made some great passes here the last 2 drives. Unfortunately, that one was not one of them. He threw a dime of a pass earlier to Russ, and Russ just couldn't come up with it. White Bear Lake's going to call a timeout. Have to regroup. 3rd and 10. Have to score on this drive and get a 2-point conversion. Can they do it? White Bear Lake coming up huge here to make this a ball game. Coach Bartlett's going to talk to his guys. Folks, we want to tell you about the upcoming broadcasts here. We get the 4A girls soccer 4A finals on the 17th. That's Matamidi and Hill Murray. That's tomorrow. And then we have October 24th, volleyball 4 quarter A finals. And then, yeah, great stuff here coming up on SEC broadcast. And then it's football sections there after that. So, you know, a lot of great fall playoff sports we're going to have here for you on SEC TV. So here we go. 3rd and 10, 1:34 left to go on the 27-yard line of Woodbury for this White Bear Lake offense. Do or die. Burwell the pistol. Woodbury coming with it all. They're going to get him, but he gets out of it. Clock's going to continue to run. It's going to be a gain of about 3, so it's going to be 4th and 8 here. And White Bear Lake calls their final timeout. So nice job by Burwald. Woodbury comes with all the pressure. Great call there by the Woodbury defense. Burwald gets what he can. Woodbury forces this one. If this one's completed, if the Woodbury defense can get a stop here, this game is over. So can the Bears send the home fans happy tonight? I think, you know, Woodbury's had some success dialing up the pressure, getting the junior quarterback to get off his feet. I think they'll come with it again. Burwald is going to be the pistol. Russ is on the far side. It's a tough throw to make for a junior quarterback on a night like tonight. So here we go. Woodbury's not showing any pressure. They're going to have 5-man up. Woodbury's going to call a timeout. They wanted to see what White Bear Lake was ready to run. So the second timeout by Woodbury. Woodbury's back out here, 4th and 8. This one's for all the marbles. 4th and 8 for White Bear Lake. Woodbury's defense needs to stop. White Bear Lake needs to get this one. This is for the ball game. Burwald will be in the pistol. Zaleski's right behind him. Woodbury pretty much playing a prevent kind of defense. And they get pressure early, and he's got a man, and he completes it. That one's down to Peters. And that one's past the first down marker. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14. Burwald completing passes when they need him the most. Doesn't get much better than that, folks. Burwald hands this one off to Zaleski. Zaleski's got a hole. He's in the end zone. 13 yards rushing touchdown for a score. Wow. Can they complete the comeback? 2-point conversion upcoming. Zaleski, his 2nd touchdown of the game. A 13-yard rushing touchdown. Pressure got there, but the hole opened up. Zaleski found the hole, and he just ran right through it. So here we go. What do you call? This is it. Can Woodbury come back, or can Woodbury hold off the comeback by White Bear Lake? Woodbury's got 8 guys in the box, 9. And there's a fumble. And this one's over, folks. That's how it'll end, besides the onside kick. It looked like some miscommunication for White Bear Lake, and then the fumble. Watch this one again. Ooh, it looks like the running back Zaleski just hit it out when he was coming by. Very unfortunate. That's what happens when you try to get a little too cute. White Bear Lake's going to need an onside kick here if they want any chance in this one. So an amazing comeback by the Bears is going to fall just a little short, barring an onside kick recovery. It's very rare for onside kicks to be recovered nowadays. But can White Bear Lake do it? Can they give senior night a proper send-off? The Bears played their hearts out tonight, but in the end, they just weren't able to stop Wilson. But will that matter if they can get this kick? It's going to be teed up here by Odomton. Here it comes. White Bear Lake got it. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Insane. White Bear Lake's going to have a chance to win this one, folks. Odomton has been the star of the night for White Bear Lake. Somebody take this guy out for a steak dinner. He had the 4th down punt, fake punt for a 1st down that got him a touchdown earlier. Let's see what happened here. Great job. It went past 10. No Woodbury guy even touched it. Here we go. 1:01 left here for White Bear Lake. No timeouts. Can they get into field goal range? Odomton's got a leg. Need to get at least 25 yards. They're coming with the pressure. Incomplete pass. 57 seconds left to go. Folks, if your heart isn't beating out of your chest, then you're not watching this game correctly. This is Metro East football, one of the best conferences in the state of Minnesota. Burwald in the pistol. Looks like he's going to get near the 1st down. White Bear Lake's hurrying up. Clock is ticking. Down to 45. They're going to get this one off with about 40 seconds. There they go, low snap. They got it into the hands of their playmaker, but he doesn't get the 1st down. He's more focused on getting out of bounds, but a 1st down would have stopped the clock. Watch this play right here. Peters could have easily got the 1st down. Instead, he ran straight out of bounds. So will that come back to bite? It would have been a tough one, but we'll see. So this is it. 4th and 2 at the 40, 31 seconds left. White Bear Lake hands it off to Zaleski. He's got it. That's going to stop the clock. Got to imagine White Bear Lake's, they're talking about they want to ground this one. Here it comes. Clock is about to tick off, and it's good. Like 1.4 seconds ticked off the clock there. It's going to be 2nd and 10, 25 seconds left. All they need to do is give Otterton a chance. First down, stop the clock. What a game, folks. What a game. Regardless of the outcome, cannot ask for a better game. Woodbury absolutely dominating the whole game. White Bear Lake coming up when it matters most at the end of the fourth quarter. They're looking to pass this one. Otterton missed a field goal earlier. That's a big one. Burwald just has to throw that one away. So it's 3rd and 10. There's a replay, nothing going. Smart play, just throw it away. They got to design something. Somebody's got to get open. Lately, the guy who's getting open is Peters. Seconds left to go. Burwald. He's got the pressure, but he's got a man. There he is. There's Peters. That's going to stop the clock. They're going to down it again. Here we go. 14.5 seconds left. Clock is about to start. Here's the snap. 12 seconds left. What a pass. What did I say? Peters has been the man all game, the go-to. But he might be injured. Burwald once again a little underthrown. What could have happened if he hit him in stride? Nonetheless, he picks up the first down. Fans are on their feet. Fans are clapping. What a great senior night here at White Bear Lake Stadium. White Bear Lake's gonna try to kick this one. And Woodbury's gonna kick it. We'll see what happens here. So this will be a 39-yard field goal from here. I mean, you gotta wonder why you just don't take a shot here. This will be a 39-yarder for Otterton. He has a miss earlier, but he does have quite the leg. He's had a heck of a game tonight, though, so far. Fake punt completed the first down. Onside kick. Here we go, folks. For the ball game. Well, White Bear Lake, here's the snap. Otterton kicks it. He missed it. It went wide right. Wide right, he missed it. White Bear Lake with 12 seconds decides to kick a field goal. Gotta wonder, could they have taken a shot, done something else, and then tried the field goal? There's Bartlett taking off the headset, and that's going to be the game, folks. Wilson's going to take a knee. Woodbury Lake is going to take this one. Woodbury, excuse me, not Woodbury Lake. Woodbury's going to take this one. 29-27. Should White Bear Lake have kicked a field goal? He can second guess it all night. What's going to happen? A great comeback by White Bear Lake, falls short. They get the onside kick. Kick a 39-yard field goal, goes wide right, had plenty of distance. Unfortunately, White Bear Lake comes out of senior night with a loss. They move to 3-5, 2-4 in the Metro East. The Royals move to 5-3, 5-1 in the Metro East, and they'll hold on to first place in the Metro East. It's Woodbury teams for real, folks. White Bear Lake played their hearts out. They're a heck of a team. They're not 3-5. They're not the team their 3-5 record indicates. But in the end, they just couldn't stop Woodbury and Charlie Wilson. That was it. Charlie Wilson just ran all over White Bear Lake today, and they couldn't stop it. Well, that'll do it tonight from White Bear Lake Stadium. I'm John Miller, and for the rest of the SEC crew, have a good night, everybody.